All right, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carl, and we are Carl Explores SF. And today let me show you one of my favorite parts here in San Francisco. We're in Crissy Field, which is overlooking the San Francisco Bay here. And right behind me is the Golden Gate Bridge. And right behind me there, if you can make it out, is the Alcatraz Island. So let me show you a tour. From the distance is the Golden Gate Bridge, and this is the San Francisco Bay. We are here in the marina. It's a very popular area for bicyclists, joggers, and so forth. And here in the marina, matter of fact, this is called Crissy Field. It used to be an old Army base, one of the pioneers for their Army Air Force back when they used to, we call it the Army Air Corps, not the Air Force yet. So they used to fly planes here. So this is Crissy Field, plenty of parking. Okay, Alcatraz is straight that way. And those mountains over there, which is north of the Golden Gate Bridge, is Marin County, that area. Okay, let's go for a walk. And also, there's someone here with one of these parasails. So this area is popular for parasailers, boaters, yachts. Matter of fact, behind me, there's a yacht park where people park their boats. Some of them live there. All right. And people also love to swim here, even though the waters are cold. You'll find them swimming here. Okay. Like I said, this is a very popular area for people that likes to jog, just to walk and so forth. And people with dogs, it's become a very popular spot for dogs as well, because they'll have them, play in the water, so you can see. And we have wonderful views of the bridge here. Usually here in this spots, when it's higher tides, the beach sand here would fill up with more water, and there's some water there, some pools left over, but you'll see a lot of dog walkers, and their dogs will just, you'll find them there bathing in the water there, but it's more towards lower tide now, so there's not a lot of water left here. It's mostly receded. Okay. Definitely a lot of sand here. Matter of fact, the history of Crissy Field, that the sand, naturally the sand here will be further inland, but the park system here makes a effort to maintain the area and sweep the sand more towards the bay. And let me show you here on the left. Let's walk towards here. So this is more, a lot of the water's receded, as you can see, but usually when it's higher tides, there'll be a lot more water there and it'll resemble more of a lake. And let's take a look at this marker. So back in the day, this was home of the Yelamu Indians, part of the Ohlone tribes. This is one of the original Indian settlements here in San Francisco. So from this trail, if we follow this trail, we'll actually end up at the base of the Golden Gate Bridge, which is called Fort Point. So Fort Point was one of those army installations that was designed to protect the bay if ever anything happened. And now it's a museum, and you'll find old artillery pieces there, and it's actually maintained by the National Park Service. So it is a national park. Let's take a closer peek to this side of the park here. As you can see, it's on the drier side and muddy, and there's some water there, but not that high. But let's check out this marker. Crissy Field. And by the way, Crissy Field is located inside the Presidio here in San Francisco. And the Presidio was part of a larger army base at some point that closed down during the early 90s. And from what I understand, it's now part of the National Park Service. And it's maintained by the Park Service. So that's why you have the different army names here. Fort Point is one of them. And there's Fort Mason, which is behind me as well. And interesting thing about the Presidio, a lot of the former military housing are turned into apartments, and some are museums. You'll find a Disney museum here, as well as Lucas Studios has some of their collections in one of these buildings. You'll find life-size statues of Yoda, Darth Vader, and so forth. Lucas Studios. So if you search for Star Wars, you're not going to find it, but if you look for Lucas Studios, you'll definitely find them on the map. All right, so from that direction is Alcatraz and the Golden Gate Bridge. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed my little tour of Crissy Field, which is in the greater part of the Presidio here in San Francisco. It's definitely a nice place to go for walks if you have dogs and so forth. And as far as that, you get amazing views of the Golden Gate Bridge as well as Alcatraz Island. I'll catch you on the next one.